So I went back home to get the right one. So this one should smell just like the one you accused me of breaking, and you know that I didn't break it because I filmed myself when I came in to make sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, this is the yours, right? Okay, I need the receipt for this one.
Let's make sure I got that.
And just to the.
But why did you say I broke it?
And this one. Yes,
But-
we found him. Okay. And when the receipt coming in. Thank you, ma'am.
But excuse me, what is her name? Why did you say I broke that?
I couldn't believe it when they told me I was banned out of Party City. Banned.
So yeah, there we go. This is the worker.
Oh, I didn't check. You're gonna give me another second. I hate to do that to you, but I didn't check. No worries. Hang on. Oh, well, hang on just a second.
What is her name?
Chloe.
Okay, thank you. You can call the police if you want. I'll be waiting for them because you're in a public place. I can film you, and the reason why I filmed you because you accused me of breaking something that I didn't.
I didn't do absolutely nothing.
Yes, you did. I got you on film, ma'am.
Don't lie on me,
Do what you need to do.
Did you hear that? Don't lie on me, please. That's an old lying, dirty Party City Karen. She had no idea I was filming. Not when we got into it, but when I left the house. You know how your mom always tell you, follow your first mind. My first mind told me, you better press that red button. Something's about to happen. You better film this. Because you see, that wasn't the first time I was in the store that day. That was the second time I was in the store that day. And that was the third time she pulled a little stunt. She did not want to give me a refund, although I had a receipt and the items were unused. You're not going to believe her excuses for not giving me a refund. Sit back, relax. And if you're wondering why I've gone through all this trouble, I've used up all my gigabytes. I don't think I have any space left on this Party City balloon airhead. It's because not every customer that walks through that door have a job where if law enforcement is involved, it's a private matter. Some people have a job that where if law enforcement is involved, they may have to report that to their employer. They may have to report that to a state board. So Gloria called Lafayette, Louisiana, you better be more careful what customer you play with next time. But this lady's dangerous. I sat back and I thought about all of the people that she may have done this to that weren't recording like I was. I thought about a lot of things. How something as simple as a lie could have real life consequences for somebody, for someone in their family, you know? So let's get to it. This is Party City, Lafayette, Louisiana. This is Supervisor Gloria Call. Y'all not going to believe what this lady said to me. I walk in that store December 7th, last Wednesday, and I have a few items I need to return. The first set of items that I need to return are 3 bags of 8-ounce champagne flutes. Those little plastic champagne flutes. I bought them online November 16th. I walk in, I want a refund. Here comes the manager. Now there's a clerk on the register, but here comes the manager. Party City Balloon Head here. And I said, I need to return this. And she says, well, do you have your receipt? And I said, no, but here's my ID. I bought it online, because my email is the same thing as my name. Here's my driver's license. You can recover it that way. And she said, well, if you bought it online, you have to return it online. And I'm thinking, what? How do you return something online? Ma'am, I bought it online, but I picked it up here. Okay. Right down there by the balloons. But she's telling me I have to return it online, whatever that means. And it's early. I'm thinking this lady, I don't know if she's drunk or she's half crazy or what's going on, but it's too early for this kind of silliness, right? So I said, no, I picked them up here and I'm going to return them here. So she's pretending that she can't find my email at this point. So I go on my phone. I find my email. I hand her my phone because that's how you receive your receipt. She reluctantly gives me $32 and some change after trying to send me online to return it, whatever that means, okay? But this woman is clearly not happy about giving me a refund for $32 and some change. But I get the refund. So moving on to refund number 2. So I have a 3-gallon drink canister that I need to return. 3-gallon drink canister. So I say, I need to return this. And she said, do you have your receipt? Absolutely. Here you go. And she says, well, this receipt looks like it's been used already. And I'm thinking, yeah, my cousin, there were 19 items. You'll see that in a second. There were 19 items on the receipt. So my cousin returned a few things, that she had in her car. And I'm here today returning this drink canister I had in my car. So yeah, the receipt was used, but it doesn't matter. This is the receipt and this is the unused drink canister. So that's the first excuse. The receipt's been used. I look at this lady like, are you crazy? Then the second thing was, I can't find this receipt. And I said, well, what do you mean you can't find it? She was like, it's not coming up in the system. Now, I know that this is the receipt. I'm like, it's not coming up in the system. What do you mean? So basically, she's saying that I have a bogus receipt. She's insinuating that I have a fraudulent receipt. This is not even a receipt. I guess I went on the computer some kind of way and made this receipt. I've produced this myself. So I'm pissed, okay? But I don't curse, I'm just trying to remain calm. And I said, well, that is the receipt. Okay? And she plays around. I guess she's trying to see how far she's going to, how far I'm going to let her go with this. And I said, that is the receipt. I know that that's the receipt. And then she says, well, I think it was something that happened with the register and it didn't read it. So it went from the receipt is used to the receipt is bad to number 3. She opens the top of the canister and she said, this canister smells like it's been used. And I'm like, are you serious? Now, I know which canister was used because I washed it. We had tea on one side and vodka lemonade on the other because those canisters split down the middle. And you can put 2 different beverages in one canister, right? And I'm thinking, are you serious? Okay, I see what you're doing. You just don't want to give me a refund for anything. Okay? So I said, no, this is the one that's unused. And so she's adamant, no, it smells. And I said, no problem. Because at that point, I'm very frustrated. No problem. I'm just going to go down the aisle here and I'm going to get another one. And let's see if they smell the same. Because I knew that was the brand new one. Because the one that I washed had all kind of little spots and stuff, like water spots on it. I know which one was used and which one was unused. So they're telling me, oh, no, you're going to hold up our line. And so I was like, no problem. I just get it out, because I walked away and then they called me. Oh, no. You got to get this and move this over to the side because you're holding up our line because there was one register open. No problem. No problem at all. I said, well, I'm going to take this one back to the house and get the other one. You do understand that I gave them the benefit of the doubt. But I know that that was the one that was unused that I brought to the store the first time. I'm back in about 30 minutes. I'm back with 2. The one that y'all told me that was used and the one I got from the house. Okay? I walk back in nice enough, to the clerk because she gave me the impression that she sees this lady do this every day. That's the impression that she gave me. And you're going to see, we had a lot of small talk in between. So there's a line. So during the time that she's, checking out 5 people, I took a picture of that. 5 people, I filmed myself because my first mind told me, before you get out of this car, make sure you record. So I was already recording before I walked in the door. You're about to see that in a few minutes. So I walked down the aisle while Miss Angie is checking out the customers. I only go as far as the flutes. That's it. And I turn around and I come on back up. Now, I was so aggravated that when I walked in the door, I didn't even get a buggy. I still had 2 flutes in my hand. 2 canisters in my hand. 2 3-gallon canisters. I'm holding one in one hand and one in the other, like I'm holding a baby. Okay? Walk back up the aisle. I'm not sure if I dropped it or if I placed it down, but at some point you're going to see on the video footage, because I put it in slow motion so you could see it real good. You'll see the 2 canisters on the ground, and you're going to see me walk over to the buggies and bring the buggy back and put them in the buggy. And I was sick as a dog that day. Y'all about to hear that cough? On my actual footage, you're about to hear that cough. Remember, I said a month ago, the reason why I hadn't been producing content is because I've been sick. I had COVID, and then it's just a domino effect, and it's been 3 months. And, I had so much to do that day. I had so much to do, checking on my mom, and my mom has the flu. I was sick. And I walk in Party City thinking that, okay, I'll be out of the store, 15 minutes tops. And this is the silliness I had to deal with. But let's get into the footage, because y'all think y'all have heard the good part. No, you haven't. I haven't even gotten to the good part yet. So sit back. I'm going to narrate through the footage so you can understand what's happening. So that's me getting out of the car, because remember, I went back to the house to get the 2 canisters. So I'm back at Party City. I'm getting out of the car with 2 canisters. Remember, she said, this one smells like it's been used. That canister was not used. But okay, I'll go back to the house and get another one. But she don't know that I'm filming when I walk in, because that's my second trip back. She sent me back to the house. I was sick as a dog, y'all. I'm still sick. I know y'all, for those of you who know how I really sound, I know you can hear it in my voice. But it is what it is. So I'm back in the store. I don't even stop to get a buggy. I have both of those canisters in my hand like I'm holding 2 babies. And so there's one clerk, one cashier. So if this clip is 6 minutes. I think it's 6 minutes. And so I'm just up by the registers, where the candy and all that stuff is. And I was going to hang out there for a little bit. But she had 5 or 6 people in line. So I kind of, just looked around, and I had my phone downward or all the way upward, because again, I'm trying to respect others' privacy. I know they're in public, but The same way I don't want somebody sticking a phone in my face. You know, that's the reason why you don't see anybody's face, because I was mindful not, you know, when it was possible not to film the customers. So I had the phone down or upward.
And let's get to the reason why I ended up in
So it's just in my hand.
initially.
And I'm just looking at the, pardon me, I'm just looking at the candy. Just waiting for the line to go
These
down.
party cups right
Because
here,
there's only one,
bottoms.
and I
These
think there
little
may have been
champagne
another
glasses, these little
clerk at one
champagne
time,
clips, the
but
bottom of
he
them,
was gone, or
stick-
maybe he was
when you stick the top
handling
to
the
the bottom, they
curbside
will not
orders or something.
stay
But
in,
at this
so you
point,
could drink the
I
drink.
decide I'm going to walk down the aisle.
And so that was $25 per pack. And at the last
And so
minute,
that's
we
me
ended up
talking.
having to find champagne glasses from elsewhere.
Because I was going to put this little video in my family chat the next day to remind my cousins not to buy those.
These party cups right here, the bottoms, these little champagne
And so as you
glasses,
can
these
see,
little
I
champagne
only
flutes, the
walked
bottom
to
of them,
the champagne
stick-
flutes.
when you stick the top to the bottom, they will not stay in, so you could drink the drink.
There was 20.
And so that was $25.
Okay, so right there, I don't
per
know
pack.
if I dropped
And at
it
the
or
last
if I
minute, we
placed them
ended up
down.
having to
But it's going to go in slow
find
motion
champagne
at this
glasses
point so
from
you can
elsewhere.
see what happened. Okay, so, and the reason why this is important is because right after this, now remember, she has accused me of, let's see, I don't think she knows what she wanted to accuse me of at one point. Because at one point she said, well, did you break the canister? Did you swap one out? Do you want to exchange one? This lady was relentless. She did not want to give me a refund. So as you can see, this is in slow motion and you're going to see the canister. And this is 6 minutes of unedited footage. I have all 6 minutes unedited. You're not going to believe what she did. You're not going to believe this lady. There are the two canisters. One was in a brown paper bag and I was holding it. Okay, so now I'm walking over to get a buggy. So you saw me get out of the car with 2. You saw me walk down the aisle with 2. And now you're about to see me put 2 in a buggy. And you're not going to believe what this lady walk up and says. Again, because she did not know I was filming. Just think about all of the people that, didn't record and was accused of something in that store. Just think about that. Okay, so now I'm putting both of the canisters in the buggy.
go get a buggy.
Okay, well, I went back to put it in real time, the regular time. And so I just walked over to get a buggy. So that was the slow motion of when I sat them down. And now I got a bucket. Or a basket. I call it both. I'm putting both of them in the buggy. So at this point, I'm just waiting in line so I can check out. That's all that's happening. So I increased the speed on it just to get through what you just saw in slow motion. You'll never guess what this lady did at this point. There's going to be like a few minutes where the screen is just black because that's where I actually placed my phone down.
You said that I just broke and see if it has a smell, because these two should smell different if one was used, because one was used. Remember, I told you we bought two. We used one. Yeah. But let's clarify this. Remember, when I just came in, you said one smelled like it was used, which I said maybe I picked up the wrong one. So I went back home to get the right one. So this one should smell just like the one you accused me of breaking, and you know that I didn't break it because I filmed myself when I came in to make sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, this is the yours, right? Okay, I need the receipt for this one.
Let's make sure I got that.
And just to the.
But why did you say I broke it?
And this one. Yes,
But-
we found her. Okay. And when the receipt coming in. Thank you, ma'am.
But excuse me, what is her name? Why did you say I broke that?
Oh, she was trying to run off real quick. She was trying to run.
I say, did you change it?
No, I didn't change anything.
Okay, because I thought that you wanted change.
Because the line was so long, I just took a walk because I took a walk back to explain why I bought the 75 flutes back that didn't work. So I took a walk back there to show them why I bought the flutes and brought them back, because that's why I initially came back in here, because the flutes didn't work.
Yes, I know.
Right. But then you said that somebody.
I say you change it.
No,
Okay.
I didn't. But you just.
So this woman walks up to the right of this buggy where I have these two canisters with the third canister, a broken one, and tells the cashier in red right there that's serving the soldier. She tells her she broke this. And I look over at her like, what? I didn't break anything. I did not break anything. I couldn't believe it. I was so embarrassed because, as you can see, there are 5 or 6 people in this store waiting to be checked out. And they're looking at me like I'm some kind of thief or something. And I was like, I didn't break anything. And I tell her, you're lying. I was filming since I was in the parking lot. Let me show you. So I tried to show her my phone. She hauled ass. That's what happened. So this is the reason why I even walked down the aisle, because there were so many people ahead of me with one register open. So I was going to waste a little time, make my little video for the family chat the next day. And this liar come up out of nowhere talking about I broke something. But then she's going to change that story too. Hang on, just listen. Hang tight. You're going to see a liar in action.
I told that lady that I broke that. I didn't break anything. I never touched anything.
This is broken.
Well, probably.
It's broken.
Okay, but it probably.
You broke it out. I never say you broke it out. I say this one is broken.
Yes, gable boxes. Do you know what that is? The gable box.
It's a cookie. It might be a cookie. Yes. There's a receipt.
No, you told her that I broke it. I got you on film when you said that. I never broke anything.
You cannot film me without my consent.
You in a public
Because I
space?
can sue
You can't. You in a public place. I can't film you. Ask
But
Party
I
City.
didn't tell you that.
You told her that.
I
You just
told her
told
it's
Miss
broken.
Angie that I broke that, and I never broke it.
It's broken.
It is broken, but I didn't break
it's
it.
broken.
It is broken, but I didn't break it, and you know that I didn't break it
film
because
me,
when I just came in here, I walked down because I knew you were gonna lie, because you lied when I came in before. I didn't break anything.
Man, what's your receipt is
Here you go.
yours for this?
I'm not sure. You're not. And you've been so kind. I'm sorry you in this. But anyway, it's on one of these receipts. I'm not sure which one. I'm not sure which one.
Try.
But it doesn't have a smell, right?
No,
This one does. So I mistakenly brought the wrong one in, And so I'm back
It's
bringing
on
the
there.
right one.
Okay, 32. Oops. 32.4. And did you do 4? Yeah, you did 4. Let's
I'm
go
not
ahead and
sure.
do that.
Uh-oh. And that is, I'm pretty sure with these back and forth trips, I didn't
Oh, yeah,
drop
because
the,
sweetheart, that's not yours right here?
yeah, but that's not the cord I use.
Okay. I can put it back on that one.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I just don't want you to lose your other cord. But
It's probably in the car. From when I just made the previous return, it's probably in the car. I'm pretty sure that's where it is. Thank you. You've been very kind. Thank you. But I didn't break that. I didn't break that. I have no reason to break it. Why would I break it? The reason why I came in here was to return the one that we didn't use because, as you can see, we bought too much stuff.
exactly. Okay.
That's not true. I did not break that.
I get you. All right, now just sign your name, and we are all good to go. And this is yours. You take it back.
Yeah, I'm going to take it back. And these, yeah, so I brought the wrong one in. That's what happened. That's what had a smell.
Yeah.
The other one does not have a smell because we never used it. Yes, I just picked up the wrong one.
No
That's all that
worries.
happened. And the other things, what was the deal with the other little things?
We couldn't find them on the receipt.
Okay, so it's probably
If we
another
find
receipt.
another receipt,
Okay,
we could take it.
gotcha. Thank you.
I gave them the benefit of the doubt, but I know that when I walked in the door the first time, I had the right canister. It was the one that I didn't wash. It was the brand new one. But I went home and came back with both of them. And what this lady does, she comes up out of nowhere with a broken third canister and tells the cashier she broke this. And when I confronted her and say, wait, why did you tell her I broke that? She was trying to run off. Why did you tell her I broke that? I didn't break anything. And then she said, well, y'all just heard her. I didn't say you broke it. I said it's broken. The question is, what are you doing with the third canister in your hand? Where did you get that from? So I guess somewhere back in the storage room where the broken items are kept. She went and found that and came back. She was attempting to tell Angie, I guess, she's broken this one and she's not getting a refund for that. And I said, you're lying. I've been filming myself since I was in the store. Let me show you. She got go so quick, baby, she was gone. Because she didn't know I was filming. So had I not had that phone out, she was going to deny me a refund for a brand new unused drink canister. And so she was gone. And even when I was trying to ask her a question, she was still trying to walk off real fast. And I said, no, wait a minute. Why did you tell her that? And she tries to deny it and say, you can't film me. I'm going to sue you. Now, she's been lying on me all morning. And let me tell you, the clip is 14 minutes long. My encounter exchange with her is only 2 minutes. But she had the nerve to threaten me. I'm going to call the police. You can't film me. I can sue you. You know, that's not true. You're in a public space. I can film you. And I filmed you because that was some of the oddest ish I've ever experienced in a store. When I first walked in and she said, you got to return it online. And I said, well, where's online? What are you talking about? I got it here. And then she said, well, I can't find your email. Here's my driver's license. It's the same thing as my name. That's where my receipt is. And then I go into my old email and give her the receipt. And she reluctantly gives me a refund for that. It was only 30 something bucks, right? Then she tells me this receipt has been used, as if you can't use a receipt more than once. Okay, then it went to, this receipt is a bad receipt. It's not even coming up in the system. And then it went to, okay, the receipt is okay now, but the canister smelled like it's been used. And now, here she is with a broken canister saying that I broke that one. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You never know who you are encountering in these stores. You never know what they're up to. I wonder how many times this lady has done this. how many times she's caused real life problems for somebody because she's lied, because she didn't want to give them a refund. And I'm wondering, what is her motivation for that? Is it just hatred, or is it Party City incentivizing, a certain rate of loss prevention or refunds, or, what is her motivation for doing this? It's crazy that this lady went to that length to deny me a refund. And then she tried to smooth things over. When I'm about to walk out the door, she tries to smooth things over. So I ask the clerk, listen, can you get the little bag that I brought back? Because I always follow my first mind. Something told me, document everything, document it. So I ask the clerk, can you give me the bag of the little champagne flutes that I came in, on the first trip and returned? I'd like to get a little picture, a little video of that. And so Angie tells me, well, I think she already damaged, let me see, what's the term she used? Damaged them out. So I said, okay, no problem. So of the 14 minutes on this clip, 7 or 8 minutes of that was me waiting for her. Not the lady in the red shirt, the regular clerk, but the supervisor volunteered. You're going to hear that in a minute. She volunteered after Angie told me, I think she damaged them out already. The supervisor volunteers to get them. And so I waited around for 7 or 8 minutes when I was about to walk out the door for the supervisor to bring the bag of champagne flutes that I returned to the store. Now, had I just looked at the reviews, I may have not bought those, because when you go to Party City reviews, you'll see that these champagne flutes only have 3 reviews. I just don't believe that, but 3 reviews, and all of them say the same thing. They say what I said, the top won't stay in the bottom. And one of the reviewers said, if you're going to use these, you need a glue gun. So I guess I got a whole arts and crafts project here. I need a glue gun for some simple plastic champagne flutes. The whole purpose of having plastic products is, for convenience.
Those little flute things that I
You
just
pour
bought,
your
did
drink
guys
in there,
get
you
those
drink
back
it, and you
already?
toss it in the trash.
Those are the
You don't
flute-
have to
the little flute
worry
ones
about
that-
washing 70, 80, real glasses. The convenience of it, But she holds me up 7 or 8 minutes to go get those flutes, and I make a little clip
So,
of
yeah,
it.
as you can see,
And then I'm
I did
almost
not
out the door,
break
and it goes
anything.
downhill
I'm
from
just
there.
simply returning something. She's lying.
Now note, the whole time that I'm recording, you do not see me place a phone in anybody's face. You only see the supervisor. I'm not filming customers. I'm not causing a scene or disturbance, although that's what she told law enforcement. You're listening to the clip, and I'm not omitting any part where I cut up, I act a fool. I never cursed anybody. I never.
No, the bag. I don't want to open this bag. The
Ma'am,
bag
I'm
that was
so
open.
So that's,
we do have
I
plenty
guess
of the
that's the
yellow
third
boxes.
canister. I'm not sure, but
Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
Well, it depends. We
And
have
you're going to
some
see on
that
this
don't
counter,
close
it's
up. They
filled
come
with
in a pack of
bugs.
5, then we have
You're going to see, if you pay
the
attention, there's
ones that
bugs
do,
crawling
like,
everywhere.
close up,
It was like that in
and those come
November as
separate.
well.
So I'm
And
not
I
really sure
even
which
questioned
ones
him
are
about that on the first trip.
but we have plenty of
Like,
each.
hey, why is it, what's going on here? And they said, yeah, we called the pesticide guy, but it's the same thing that they told me in November.
Uh-huh.
Same thing.
The size, they're 60 cents a piece. I did not look at the size. If you give me just another minute to go check. Okay, I'm gonna put you back on hold. 1 moment. I won't forget
So she's
you this
taking a
time, I
phone
promise
call,
you.
which, I totally understand. But she did bring the
think she
pack
took the other one and
of champagne flutes, but
Okay,
she
no,
brought the
no.
bag that was
Yeah, I just wanted to
unopened,
get
and I didn't want to open that bag. I wanted the bag that I brought in there that was
the bottom won't
already
sit on
open,
the
so I could
top.
make a little
So we
video
couldn't
of
drink from
the
them.
cups.
Couldn't use them.
The pack that was
The
already
ones that I
open,
opened, I know.
Yeah, I think she already took them
Okay,
to the back and
that's-
damaged them out.
That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
No
All right.
worries. You
All
have a
right.
great
You
day.
too. Okay. But I mean, there's no need. I just wanted to make sure that I had it on film because I don't appreciate nobody telling me that I broke something. Sorry, ma'am. Yeah, rude. This is my second time here. Thank God I was.
That's her
filming.
saying, if she wait a
Thank
minute,
God.
a few minutes,
I would have
I'll
no-
go
no
get them.
defense if I
And so I
wasn't.
waited about 8 minutes, and she came with him, and I made a little video.
She's walking away from the camera. That's what she's walking away from.
So there's another customer saying, she asked her, do you need some help? And she said, I thought I was, because what happened was, and although you see I never put a camera in anybody's face, my phone is downward the whole time because I'm respecting, you know, other
go ahead,
folks'
take your call.
privacy,
It's
even though
it's
they're in the
okay.
public.
She'll have to go get out of the bag.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
You want to take the next customer on?
And I wasn't following her or anything like that, but the customer said, well, she was ringing me up and she just walked off. And I think it's because she thought I was going to film her. But I wasn't going to film that because I would have filmed the customer as well had I filmed her at that moment. And that's why there's no footage of that. All you see is Candy and, my sneakers.
I'm not reading the size on them, but I'll get an estimate for you. They're probably like maybe 1.5 inches by 3 inches.
That's that terrible cough I still have, y'all. If you're wondering why I sound the way I do. Ugh. I feel bad, but the flu is going around now, too. Everybody's sick. And I'm just walking right there in the little checkout area. Just kind of walking in circles, as you can see. I'm making myself dizzy just, rewatching this. Y'all go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notifications bell. And so I'm just waiting for her to bring those little flutes. So I increased the speed on this part because all I'm doing is walking around the lobby waiting, 7 or 8 minutes for her to bring those little champagne flutes so I could make a video, for my family chat. So I don't know if you noticed, but not one time did I cuss this woman. I didn't cuss her. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't make a scene. What you saw was me keeping my phone face down. The only time you saw my phone recording was when I confronted her about, why did you tell her I broke something and I didn't? Why did you lie? That was all of a minute or so. Okay? So my phone is always down. I'm not recording workers. I'm not recording customers. I'm not recording myself. I'm basically just getting audio. That's really what I was doing for the most part. But thank God, I recorded myself walking down the aisle so you could see that I didn't go near those canisters. Now, I know what your questions are going to be. Well, when you came the first time, what happened? What happened the first time is what I told you happened. That's what happened. I didn't break any canisters the first trip, nor the second trip. I didn't swap one out. I didn't exchange one. I didn't do anything with the third canister, first trip or second. And she knows it. But she threatened to call the police. Twice, never called them. But when I walked out of the store, one of the customers told me she's calling the police. I guess she was stunting like she was because she didn't call the police. I actually called the police. That's who called the police, me. Okay? But you notice that out of the 14-minute
There we go.
clip
This is the
and the
this is the
6-minute
worker.
clip, She's only in 2 minutes of it. And the rest of it is me waiting, me having small talk with customers, me being extremely friendly with everybody. But this lady told
What is her name?
the police officer that I created a disturbance.
You can call the police if you want. I'll be
created a
waiting for them
disturbance.
because you're in a public place. I can't
I
film
was
you, and the reason why I
disruptive
filmed
in
you
the store.
because you accused me of breaking something that I didn't. Yes, you did. I got you on film, ma'am. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do.
You have a good day.
You have a good day as well because you lied and you didn't know I was filming you.
Ma'am,
You didn't know I was filming you. You lied.
and God see everything.
God see you lying. God see you lying. You have a blessed day too. God saw you lying. That's what happened with God. What you need to do.
You have a good day.
You have a good day as
Now that's
well,
an
'cause you
expert
lied.
liar when
And
she'll
you didn't
bring
know I was
God into
filming you.
something.
You didn't
And she
know I was
knows
filming
she's
you. You
lying.
lied.
And God see everything.
She said God see
lying.
everything. If God see
you
everything,
lying.
God saw you go
You have a blessed day
wherever
too.
it
God
was
saw
you
lying.
went
That's what happened with
to
God.
find a broken canister
You have a good
that
day
I
as
had
well,
nothing
'cause
to
you
do
lied.
with.
And you didn't know I was
God
filming
saw you go to the back.
didn't know I
He
was
saw
filming
you
you. You
get
lied.
it. And he saw you bring it up to the
God see you
register.
lying.
Here's the
God see you
question.
lying.
Why
Have a blessed day too. God
why
saw
is
you
this lady
lying. That's what
bringing
happened with
bringing
God.
a broken canister up to the register when I'm getting ready to return my perfectly fine canister? Why did she say, I didn't say you broke it. I said it's broken. What does a broken canister have to do with me?
Do what you need to do.
Now, she knows who I am because I was just in the store 30 minutes prior and we discussed the canister that she said had a smell. She knows she's lying, but she's talking about God.
God see you lying.
This is a sick woman.
You have a blessed day too. God
And she's
saw you lying.
dangerous.
That's what happened with God. Do what you need to do.
And oh, this is about more than just that canister and $32 because I got my refund.
I was filming you. You lied.
But you got
God see you
you got me messed up if you think for 1 minute that I'm going to let this go. I'm in the system as a suspicious person, although I was the one that called. I'm in the system as a suspicious person. What is it called? Y'all cops, y'all know what it's called. Drop down in the comments and tell me what it's called when you log something. And when I went to get the police report, they told me that the only way I could get the full report was to have it subpoenaed. So I'm working on getting a full report in the body cam footage because I asked Officer Jacob Jackson to go in the store to get her name so I could make a complaint with corporate. Now he went in the store, but when he came out, he wanted to know my name and my information. I saw the game. I didn't say anything. But I called his lieutenant and said, listen, I was just at Party City. I asked your officer to go in the store to get some information from me. You know, just out of fairness, can I get her name? I need to make a complaint with corporate. He pretended like he was going to get her information. Came out and wanted all of mine.
So yeah, there we go. This is the worker.
Oh, I didn't check. You're gonna give me another second. I hate to do that to you, but I didn't check. No worries. Hang on. Oh, okay. Well, hang on just a second.
What is her name?
Floyd.
Okay, thank you.
Call the police because you keep filming. You cannot film me.
You can call the police if you want. I'll be waiting for them because you're in a public place. I can't film you, and the reason why I filmed you because you accused me of breaking something that I didn't.
do absolutely nothing.
Yes, you did. I got you on film, ma'am.
Don't lie on me,
Do
please.
what you need to do.
Women.
Do what you need to do.
You have a good day.
You have a good day as well because you lied and you didn't know I was filming you.
Ma'am,
You didn't know I was filming you. You lied.
and God see everything.
God see you lying. God see you lying. You have a blessed day too. God saw you lying. That's what happened with God.
You have a good day.
You have a good day as well because you lied and you didn't know I was filming you. You didn't know I was filming you. You lied.
And God see everything.
God see you lying. God see you lying. You have a blessed day too. God saw you lying. That's what happened with God.